5 seconds. It is heartening to note that the NIBM has come to be widely recognized as a center of learning and excellence in India and abroad. I gather that NIBM is developing manpower to meet evolving requirements of our banking sector. I congratulate Governor, Reserve Bank of India, current and past directors, faculty, and staff of the Institute for this achievement and look forward to their greater dedication and contribution towards supporting the banking industry. This education policy has been formulated after an unprecedented and extensive process of consultations. I have been told that in formulating this policy, more than 2 lakh suggestions received from 2.5 lakh Gram Panchayat, more than 12,500 local bodies and about 675 districts have been taken into consideration. Full stop. Due to such a nationwide and extensive participation, this education policy truly embodies national expectations and solutions. This education policy will be able to take the countryman, especially the youth, forward in accordance with the needs and aspirations of the 21st century. It is not only a policy document but a reflection of the aspirations of the learners and citizens of India. I thank the Union Minister of Education, Minister of State for Education, and all officers of the ministry and people of other institutions for successfully completing the elaborate and complex process of formulating and finalizing the education policy. Dr. Kasturi Rangan, a recipient of Padma Vibhushan, and all the members of his team who gave the present form to this education policy deserve special appreciation. I congratulate the Prime Minister for his visionary leadership and inspiring role in shaping the historical document of National Education Policy 2020. After the announcement of the National Education Policy, discussions have started at various levels and areas. This policy has been welcomed by academics, parents, students, and general public. It is being said that if changes are effectively brought about in accordance with the policy, India will emerge as an education superpower. Governors will have an important role in the implementation of this education policy. At present, more than 2.5 crore students get education in more than 400 state universities and more than 40,000 colleges affiliated to them. State universities have a special responsibility from this point of view. Mostly governors are chancellor of these universities. Governors need to contribute to the implementation of the education policy by establishing dialogue and coordination with universities, colleges, institutions, and other stakeholders. I am told that some states have already started consultation in the direction of implementation of the education policy through virtual conferences, etc. All such efforts are commendable. Education is the most effective means of social justice and personal advancement. There is no better investment than that in education to improve the future of society. From the 1968 education policy to the current one, it has been consistently clarified that the central and state governments should jointly aim to invest 6% of GDP in the field of public education. The National Education Policy 2020 recommends to reach this goal at the earliest.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.